Boker Tov. Today is the 5th day of the month of Tishrei. We're 5 days away from Yom Kippur. And my reflection for today is on the 27th Psalm. In the Ashkenazi tradition, we recite the 27th Psalm every day from the beginning of the month of Elul until Yom Kippur. And the Psalm is really about a desire, or David's desire, I should say, to connect with God. And there's a line in it that always jumps out at me. In Hebrew, it is, Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai, ota avakesh, shivti b'veit Adonai kol yemei chayai. This is the one thing I ask of God, that I may, and this is the one thing I ask, that I may dwell in the house of God, in the house of Adonai, forever, and gaze on the beauty of his temple. And for us, I think, or perhaps the function it can serve for us during these days of reflection, is to think about the things that are greater than us. I think one of the challenges of being a human being in the 21st century is understanding our place in the universe. It is easy to think we are masters of nature. It is easy to think we have control over our lives. And as we know, both of these ideas are false. They're illusions. We are not masters of nature. Nature is the master of us, as we're learning these days with COVID-19 and global warming. And we also have very little control over our lives. So how do we address that? And I think that's what the Psalm is telling us. We need to connect with a purpose, with something greater than ourselves that makes us understand our place in the universe. And to the religious person, that's God. God is the defining principle, the organizing principle of the universe, and we are just part of that universe and part of the divine plan. Another way to look at it is the way the great Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel of blessed memory said, which is that we have to cultivate a sense of wonder. He said basically, I never asked God for success. He didn't want material success or power. What he wanted from God was wonder, and he received it. Wonder is his idea of radical amazement, that we should look at everything as if it was fresh and new. And the new year is a new start. So our reflection exercise for today can be this. What are our most important principles? What are the things that are greater than we are? Whether it's God, whether it's humanity, whether it's a fundamental moral grounding, it will be different for each of us. But can we identify it? And can we realign ourselves to it? Because that's what the Psalm is asking. It's asking for wonder. It's asking to dwell in the house of Adonai all the days of our lives. And we can only do that if we have the desire to and the openness to. So today, in the spirit of tshuva, let's turn our attention to the things that are most important to us, that are greater than we are, to which we know we must be aligned. Shana Tova.